Hello and welcome to a new playthrough that is gonna be a game narrative that does not hold your hand. So there you go. No, a new playthrough of Ethan Carter, of course, the Deluxe Redux or whatever it's called.
I didn't know, but he knew who I was. When the police won't help you and the priests don't believe you, you call on Paul Prospero. You call on me. If you're a kid like Ethan, you're right. Plenty do. Ethan's letter started out just like any other fan mail. But soon there were mentions of things no little boy should know about. There are places that exist that very few people can see. Ethan could have drawn a map. I hadn't entered Red Creek Valley yet, but already I could feel its darkness reaching out for me. Finding Ethan Carter wasn't going to be as easy as knocking on his door. I was too late for that. To find Ethan, I had to figure out what this place was trying to hide from me.
Okay, yeah, so Vanishing of Ethan Carter, in case you did figure it out or couldn't figure it out, this is going to be our new playthrough. The Redux edition or version or whatever you want to call it. Don't know what changed between that and the normal version, but, you know, since this is the most up-to-date one, why would we not play this one, right? So, yeah, that was kind of a cool little sequence of darkness fading into light. If audio levels are not fine, we'll fix it next episode. I'll check after this. I think we're good, but, you know, you always think you're good, but then it's always too quiet, basically. Right, so, yeah, we'll go ahead and start. I have no knowledge of what this game is about, except that it's supposed to be mystical, and that's about it. So, yeah, there you go. Actually, question, can we run back there? It doesn't look like it's too far. But, actually, I think it's going to be one of those scenarios where you get flipped turned upside down and you come out the same exact tunnel on the other end. So, let's go ahead. And let's go ahead and check it out and follow up on that theory. So, let's remember the landscape. There was a post that had a missing wire going down for the railroad. Let's see, shift is to sprint, and what else? And then there was a blockage of rocks with a tree fallen over and a side path to the left. Alright, so I have a sneaking suspicion that if we do sprint through that cave, as we're gonna exit out on the exact same side. But yeah, why not? I mean, it's not like too far, is it? Yeah. No, we can definitely sprint that. No problem. Alright, yeah, so oh, this is not getting any closer. Okay. Or is it? No, it definitely is. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so narrative experience does not hold your hand. I wonder exactly what that means from a I guess a gameplay point of view. What that's gonna do for us. Like if there's gonna be any things we get stuck with. Yep, there you go. It is, there's the broken wire, there's the fallen over tree and path to the left, let me guess. And, oh! Nobody told me this was gonna be a spooky game. And yeah, path to the left. Alright, yeah, I guess we'll just start examining our environment. Also, apparently now we're only playing games exclusively set in the woods, so there you go. Also, an achievement did pop when you ran through that tunnel, so I'm assuming the devs were like, people are probably going to try to do it, so let's make it, you know, exit back in on itself. Which, you know, kind of cool. I like the idea. If we're going to go for, like, weird mystical shit, having a tunnel that loops back in on itself is, yeah. Oh! Good place to start. Can we not try to kill me? Please? Oh my god. What the actual fuck is going on? You know what? Sense. What? Alright, sure, we'll try to get a sense of what's going on here, I guess. What kind of nonsense is going on? Oh. What? What do I do? This. I don't really... Yeah? But like, what do I do with that, though? I'm not really entirely certain. You know, for a game that doesn't hold my hand, I would appreciate it if it actually told me what I should be doing with this thing, but alright, I guess from that we can tell, well, it looks like there's a bunch of bones and maybe skulls and rib cages, but Not super certain. A little strange that there's just these traps hanging out in the woods, you know? Who's hunting who, I guess, is the question that is on everybody's lips. Well, now it is, now that now that I've asked it. Alright, so there's a way to go to the right that has a shitload of traps. Let's examine this other trap here. What does this give us? Oh. Oh, is it like you have to piece, like, clues, quote-unquote, together from all these traps, and then you get some kind of story or something from it? Oh, man. This looks like there's going to be a lot of exploration going on, which, you know, pretty big fan of. Always fan of going through the woods, especially woods as beautiful as this. Like, let's be honest, nothing even comes close to this kind of nonsense where I am right now. We got like a tiny bit of bullshit woods near us, but they're not really as extravagantly wooded as these are. Okay, and oh, we've picked up another bit of info from this. Alright, interesting, interesting. Let's see if there's any more traps that are going to kill us anywhere around here. Oh, ooh. Oh, I thought these were like markings. These are just red pine needles. Or brown, I guess is probably the more accurate color for that. If I had to guess. Because why would these pine needles be red, you know? They could be rotting, that would make sense, but other than that, why? Alright, let's see what else. We can go that way. We can also maybe trigger a trap somewhere around here and get ourselves killed. That'd be great. Oh, would be a pretty big fan of that. Is this a path down? This is not... Oh. No, it's not. Alright. It's just a little side area to peruse at your... want and need. Alright, fair enough. Let's continue on through kind of here, see where this... Oh, right, there's a trap that was like... that I accidentally triggered, so we're kind of walking around this stuff. Okay, I see. Again, kind of weird how there's just a bunch of traps in the woods that are extremely crude and, like, painful looking, I guess, would be the way I would describe it. I think we're missing one more still, and I don't know if we have to get it or like what, or like we should get it. What does that give us? You know, new game mechanics. Still not entirely certain on what happens. So this leads somewhere. Oh, this is a way around the blocked area. Okay, fair. We found a way around that. Let's go around the other side now and see what that gives us. So this is the path that... Oh, it looks like it's a looping path that goes all the way around. Okay, cool. So let's examine the left side now and see if we can piece this trap nonsense together, if there's another trap somewhere around here. Which I would not be surprised, based on the frequency these traps have been found so far. Although the trigger needs some work, because 3 traps and 0 out of 3 have killed me, as of yet. I guess there's always hope that the 4th one will. Please don't kill me. 4th one. Okay. So area may be a little bit more closed off than I had initially thought, which is, I guess, good, because I don't want to like go off wandering into you know, wandering into the woods. Okay, there's our 4th trap. Did it give us a clearer picture? No, there's one more from the look of it. Okay. Fair enough. Also glad that these traps have been, you know, varied. It's nice that they're not all the same exact thing. Although I think 2 of them were similar, but overall they're like different. Is that a trap? Yep, there you go. I actually finally saw one ahead of time. This one looks the most normal out of all of them. Like, I'll be honest. Like, excuse me? I didn't mean to transport myself into hell itself. What if we go back though? Oh, did we open up like an area that was previously inaccessible or something, or did we? Yeah, this is definitely a lot of fucking bones, dog. A lot of bony men. Alright, So it teleported us to this spot, which I guess... Oh, no, we were definitely here. It's just that we can now, quote-unquote, see what I guess was previously hidden for whatever reason. Oh, read. Alright, let's see what this is. Sap by Ethan Carter. An old man came to the forest every day, drink sap from the trees. To get there, the old man had to step around many dangerous traps. The villagers believe this old man had... The old man have hidden... What? This old man have hidden a jade amulet in the forest, but the old man wanted the villagers to believe this because then they would search the forest for treasure and not drink his sap. One cool fall night, someone set a fire to the forest, and the fire spread to the village. The old man escaped the fire by covering himself in sap. When he returned to the village, he found all the villagers' bones. The old man sat down and cried. Then he found more sap to drink. Okay. Accept. Bottom left. Yes, I accept this note as being a reality.
I told you, you can't be here.
But Gramp, I wrote something for you.
That's real nice. Thank you. Just leave it. I'll read it later.
He won't read it. Oh, what the fuck? So, is... I guess this what Ethan saw, like the dead village that was apparently located here. Are those traps real, or are those traps that we're seeing from another dimension and or a previous history of the place? Huh, okay. Well, there's some bottles and this bit of scrap. One Dead in House Fire by Jeff Jermu. Bayfield County fire damaged a historic home in Red Creek Valley Wednesday morning, according to officials from Bayfield Country Fire Department. A family of 6 was asleep when the blaze broke out at the remote house, once owned by Albert Vandergriff, by the Ogden Lake in Red Creek Valley. Gail Carter, 58. Ooh, okay, so it's one of Ethan Carter's family members. I'm assuming Ethan was a little boy. 58 was pronounced dead at the scene. Remaining family members were able to escape. Carter's husband, Edwin, 62, told investigators he may have fallen asleep with a lit cigarette in his hand. Firefighters were dispatched to the scene at 11:22 a.m. and remained at the scene until around 5 a.m. Wednesday. They returned to the property hours after to... Oh, we can get the text. To property 4 hours later to extinguish hot spots, which had rekindled. Oh, okay, so there's also back right. DC, Nixon, assure there's ongoing struggle from Republic, South Vietnam. So, okay, so we kind of get the year for this, 1970s. Yeah, top left, there you go. September 28th, 1970 something. Okay. After heated public hearing, no answer for Vandergriff's heir by Tom Alton. Bayfield County members of the Vandergriff family again gathered in the Bayfield County Courthouse today to debate the fate of the Vandergriff fortune, which has remained in escrow since 1961. What is escrow? That's a new word. Gonna have to look that up between the episodes. When family patriarch Albert Vandergriff, 71, died in a mine accident, the after effects of which nearly destroyed Vandergriff industrial and severely damaged the local economy. James Vandergriff, 38, of Chicago, argued that his family's demands were unreasonable, and that many Vandergriff family members have personal reasons for wanting to avoid living in Red Creek Valley on the Vandergriff estate, and stipulated in the elders in the elder Vandergriff's will. The recent fire in which the Vandergriff home was damaged, he said, only underlined his family's concerns. Apparently, we have to put this back, though. The previous one we could keep. This, though, no. You put that bad boy back. Oh, wait, no, I guess we put that back as well? So was this Grandpa sitting alone out here, drinking, remembering the good times, remembering the bad? Alright, fair enough. So some kind of fire had been caused in this area. I mean, it looks like a pretty shitty area to begin with. Look at this railroad, just rocks, you know, fell over onto it and still hasn't been cleared. Not even that, rocks and a tree, and the tree is clearly super old. 2 trees even, both of which are clearly like super old and rotten. Meaning, you know, this nonsense happened quite a while ago, and still nobody has cleared it. Then again, I guess the U.S. railways have been kind of, as far as maintenance for quite some time. Did we go this way? I forget. Or was this just the other way around? from... Yeah, okay, it was. Good, good, good. Alright, so that area I believe we have completed fully. Good. Let us continue onwards and throughwards. Onto this bridge closed, do not enter, and it's actually falling apart. Holy shit. Somebody really does not maintain this place, man.
Red Creek Valley.
It's
Seemed like a quiet, ordinary
dangerous.
place. I've learned two things in my life. No place is truly quiet, and nowhere is really ordinary. Ethan warned me about that. Warned me not to be fooled by what I saw here. He didn't need to worry. I'd worked dozens of cases, hundreds. This would be my last one.
He said right before dying.
That.
What are those weird squiggles out there? The heck? Weird. Anyway, let's see what else we can see from around here. Nothing, not a whole lot of anything. Fucking beautiful nature, though. Like, holy shit, man. If this is taken from a, or if inspiration for this place is taken from somewhere, I'd love to go here, basically, is what I'm saying. Oh, you know what? Look at that. At least somebody had the decency to put up some of this nonsense around the part of the bridge that has fallen inwards, or over, I guess. But apparently nobody gives a shit about repairing and or maintaining, so that's fine. Dam over there. Damn, girl. Look at that over there. That's a dam. Oh, another house. Or some kind of structure over there as well. Alright, yeah, I'm sure we'll get to explore that area momentarily. But let us continue onwards and find out more about this spooky burning of villagers by accident. And how it relates to the Vandergriff estate. That is now owned by Carters, I guess, the Carter family. Alright, got some kind of train that we can enter. Why would we? Like if we want, I guess if we want to just make the route easier, maybe. Or maybe there's something actually in the train. Have you considered that, OvoCephalon? You know what, oh, this looks like blood. Alright. Blood, animal, human. Accident, murder, crankshaft. Oh, the crankshaft is missing. Press crash is recently used. Crank, 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 crank. Alright, so I guess that's... What do we do with this? Do we just have crank forever flying in our face? Do we click it? Zoom in on the word crank? I don't know. Yes? The crank? It is missing, I agree. Can you go away? I guess we'll enter. Forward and back, turn off. So it is on? No, it's just forever turn off. Okay. Right, so this has probably no actual fuel and or ability to run, and or I need to start it with the crank, 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 crank. Alright, probably shouldn't have clicked that because now we're gonna have eternal crank in our screen. Wonderful. So I guess the idea, oh, you just have to get away from the surrounding area, so that his confusion about the crank goes away, so that he gets less cranky, if you will. Alright, let's explore the rest of this. Maybe there's a crankshaft somewhere around here. Nope, doesn't quite appear to be. So, okay, so this is just a dead end. Fair enough. Again, another cave-in on what appears to be some kind of service road. Would, you know, be nice if you guys could clean that up at literally any point in the past 20 years, but I guess with Nixon's Vietnam going on, nobody cares. Unless that's not actually the current year. It's also a possibility. Maybe it's a piece of newspaper from quite a long time ago that just hasn't, I guess, been blown away by the wind quite yet. Inspect. Oh, okay, this is some kind of rope. Cut ties, cut untied. Tied. No blood? So yeah, there's a rope here that maybe signaled that somebody had been tied up on the on the railway. Oh, there's a shitload of blood here, though. Oh my god. Rest of the corpse. Oh, there's a leg. This is definitely human. Blood trail. Victim dragged away, crawled away. Severed legs. Ugh. Oh baby, that's an exorbitant amount of blood, dude. I don't think whoever was tied up and or not tied up and or whoever had the accident, you know, probably properly crawled away. Or I mean, they could have crawled away, but I don't think they lived. Is I guess what I'm saying. So that's clearly the path forward. But before we do that, let's examine some. Oh. Okay. Well, there's a rock with a shitload of blood on it. I guess we'll take that for whatever reason. But yeah, let's examine the surrounding area as well in case it gives us any hints. Is that a head? No, it's not a head. That is a gasoline diesel fuel dropped in a rush. I kind of like these little like thoughts that I guess you're having pop up. Dried grass, dried grass. Rectangular shape, rectangular shape. Rail car from the bridge. Oh, so I guess the thought is that the rail car was here. It was resupplied with gas, and then it rolled that way. Yes. It appears we have solved the puzzle, Sherlock. Still not really sure about the crankshaft. Maybe I should look back in the river and be like, hey, the crankshaft may have fallen out. Do we just... Have we tied those two, like, I guess, clues together? Car. Oh, okay. Remember, the game does not hold your hand, so... There you go. Alright. Let's continue on this way. The crankshaft, man, where... You would expect to find it. Rock, 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 divot. Fresh dirt. Is that a footprint? Fix the rock. Back into play. Oh, this is where the death rock came from. The bloody the death rock, the bloody rock. Okay, that looks like it is progress. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's actually take a look at my girlfriend. She's the only one I got. Da-na-na. Not much of a girlfriend. Lost both her legs in that railroad accident. Da-na-na-na. Although I should probably do the actual ba-da-da-da as opposed to making the accelerated version that I was doing, because it sounds probably retarded. Alright. A bunch of flowers. Oh, there's the rest of the body then. Yeah, blood from the legs, but that's still a shitload of blood for just... Ooh, fractured skull, cause of death, head trauma, blood loss. I assume head trauma. Probably was killed with the rock. After having crawled... Not yet. So we don't have enough clues yet, I see. Disturbed by third party, eroded by time. Well, he's... kind of well preserved if it's erosion by time. Oh no, there's some gray, I guess. A little bit of rot. But yeah, it looks like definitely the head thing is what killed him. I don't know what the fuck the legs thing is about. But maybe somebody tried to kill him, didn't quite get him, you know, only cut off his legs, and then when he started to crawl away, he got out of the rail car, ran over here, and killed them with the rock, which we had previously found. Let's see what else is there around here. Still don't know where the crankshaft is. There's also more going down. Maybe the crankshaft was dropped off at the water? If I had done that, I would have definitely disposed of the crankshaft in the water, although why would I do that at the same time? Because the crankshaft would have had to have like blood or something on it, right? Why else would I want to get rid of it? Weird. Weird, weird, weird. Is there anything here? Oh, looks like it just may be a path to the river. That has nothing of... Ooh! No, it's not blood. That has nothing of interest around itself. Okay, yeah, I don't think I see anything here. Maybe this is for later. Maybe we haven't exactly discovered what we need to discover yet. No, it's definitely a possibility. Yeah, no crankshaft to be seen unless we can, like, run over to the rocks. Nope, we cannot. Okay, fair enough. And this other end goes over here, and does it loop back to the other path we could have taken? That we didn't take because it was, Oh no, this is definitely progress. Oh, okay, go back. We still need to find that crankshaft and determine what happened to the car. Unless you don't have to actually find the crankshaft, you have to, like, you know how you pointed with the dead man towards the train itself. Maybe you can point the crankshaft missing to another spot as well to determine what and where and why. So it's the rock. Yes. Anything here? On the outskirts, no. Okay. There's the path forward over there. We just been on. Sweet. Let's see here. More woods for now. But the person who killed him with the rock either came this way or left from this way. So then... Oh boy. This area feels huge. Oh, so there's another path to where we were previously. Okay. Although I still feel like we're getting further and further away from what we should be doing overall. I guess let's just check this spot up here for a second. Nah, you know what? No. I don't feel like we're progressing the right way. I feel like we still need to figure out the rail car crank thing. Maybe it was dropped somewhere that we just have not spotted quite yet. Canister rail. Yeah, so I'm not really sure what this does, right? We tie that together and then you get this little image. And is it supposed to, like, tell you something? Or is it just showing that you did tie those two together as a as a combined clue thing, right? Severed legs, I don't think we could have interacted with. It was just like a bit of info. The rope, the man, we don't have enough info to determine how he died, right? We don't have to, like, link him with anything. Yeah, no, we still don't know how he died necessarily. Okay, that's fine. So let's go ahead and try the crank thing one last time, and if that doesn't do anything for us, then maybe we move on and consider this case unresolved. Okay. Examine every nook and cranny for any potential evidence that I may have missed the first time through. No, these are just things that block off the, you know, the movement of the car. Or tow cars that can't move. Oh, was this like a rail car that was sent out to repair the bridge or something? Crank. Crank. Is this the crank? No, that's just the wiper. Is it down there somewhere? What? What do we see? There's a crank by the river? Did we not notice it? First of all, how the fuck did you notice that? Question number one. And question number two is, how did we not notice that? We as the player, not we as the character. How did the character see it, but we as the player did not, I guess, is the most non-obtuse way of saying that. Okay, so I guess we go examine the crank, which should be down here somewhere. It was by the water, for certain. By a bunch of rocks by the water, too. Although maybe it didn't pop up because we didn't consider it an important clue at the time? Is that a possibility? Even though that's kind of a strange thing to ignore. Is there another spot that's by the water that we can go down to? That we just may have missed? Over there somewhere? Maybe there's a third path that that also goes to the river, but that we just haven't seen yet. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's here. What the heck? But it was definitely lying by the water, right? Like we definitely saw it by some rocks by the water. This is the only path down we have to some rocks by the water. Huh. Well, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and pause the episode here, and then I'm gonna maybe do a quick run around and see if I can find it, and if not, we'll just continue wherever we're going. So yeah, thank you for joining me for the first episode of what apparently is a detective story where we try to link clues that I did not anticipate. But hey, you know what? I'm sure it'll be fun nonetheless. Yes. Oh, fucking found. You know what? I can see we could have missed it. It blends in with the colors really well. All right. Just kidding. I'm not gonna end the episode quite yet. We're gonna take the crank. Actually, no. You know what? We are. We're gonna leave on a mini cliffhanger. We're gonna take the crank, and we're gonna go ahead and see how we can tie those two together. All right. Yes. Thank you for watching. I'd love for you to come back next time. But until then, I've been OvoCephalon. You've been the audience, and this has been the Vanishing of Ethan Carter. Redux. Goodbye.